Morning, guys. How's it going today? Well, we have been in a real spell of crappy weather. It's been sub-zero, very sub-zero temperatures for a week or so now. Snow, I can't believe it. It's 1995 since we've seen it where it snowed at -25 and snowed a lot. As you can see in this video, a little bit of playing around with the yard equipment. I work in a body shop, just so you know, and yeah, it's winter. I want to go fly, but man, oh man. Anyways, I have one thing to take care of first, and GoPro hasn't sent me any free cameras lately, so right over top of the GoPro, but we'll leave Aviator PPG there. Bam! Thanks, Gorilla. Say hi to Gorilla Ground and the family for me. Dun dun dun! The latest. Woo! One more decal for people to complain about. All right, guys, -20. Let's see if this, what has that got in it? A 6.2, eh?
6.2, 6 something, 7.3 maybe.
Hold that there.
For sure.
Jesus Christ. The poor old girl. Yep, that was in there all right, guys. Yep, there it is, guys. We are getting pounded. That's why there's been no flying videos. Look at our little tow truck. We always use this little guy in the backyard for moving wrecks around. As you guys know, this is an auto body shop. Yep, she's got some snow on her. Time to... That Canadian dude coming at you from snow-covered Rockies. We need some good weather, guys, so we can go flying. All right, friends, so what I've come up with here, because we have no flying to show, is where I got started in paragliding and how long ago. So back in 93, 92, 93, this is Troy and our instructor, Randy. But back in 92, that's my brother. 92, 93, my brother had the idea that we should go and learn how to skydive. That's me on, I think, probably about my 10th jump or so. Oh, that was probably more than that. That would have been about 30 jumps, and this was in the Okanagan, which is a few hours to the west of my place. Kind of a cool day. I talked my instructor into letting me go in just shorts and no helmet. So that was really cool. I had long ass hair back in the day, as you can see. And so anyway, it started out back in the early 90s, and my brother got us into skydiving, and he carried on to do 600-700 jumps or so, I think, doing all the fancy skydives and stuff. Here's my brother and I. I'm on the left, doing a two-way together over top of Golden. Barry doing a delta away as we open our parachutes, and me coming in for a landing. So anyway, we learned how to skydive, and there's a place in Golden that's pretty famous around the world for paragliding. And I was up there one day, and I ran into a guy that I knew, and he says, "Jerry, man, you got to try this paragliding thing out." Well, I was just starting my skydiving, so I wasn't too sure about flying off a mountain. I thought, that's crazy. That's my brother doing a hop and pop, and then myself learning how to pull our parachutes. They'd put a piece of newspaper in your thing, and you'd have to pull it out and show that you can open it. This is me again, and my brother, and a dude named Jeff, our instructor, and we're going to link up together, three of us, and this is over top of Golden again, over top of the airport. So anyways, That's my brother and I. I like how my brother exits here. Woo. And my son, I took him skydiving for his 12th birthday. I didn't have the footage, guys. It was clapped right out. There's my first wing that I ever owned. So Eric conned me into trying this paragliding thing. We trained for 2 hours in the field and then went up and flew off a 3,500 foot launch site, which was pretty cool. And this is the first winter after that, learning to fly. We also used to do this, guys. We would heli up to mountaintops, and the guy in the jumpsuit there straight ahead, that's Scott, and he used to work for Alpine Helicopters. Listen to Gina. Little squeal. My ex-wife taught her how to fly. So Scott got us lots of free time and cheap time on a helicopter. That's Scott launching there. So we got to do heli lifts up to some pretty cool places and go flying via free or cheap rides in a helicopter. So yeah, that was really cool. So this is back in the day, guys, when wings were, well, they were what they were, man. We were the pioneers back in the day. Here's me. I also became a tandem instructor and general instructor. So I instructed quite a few people to learn how to fly. Here I am taking somebody tandem off the mountain. Look at my old wing. That was a UP Products, Ultralight Products. UP Pickup is what it was called. And yeah, so I flew tandems for a number of years. I got my instructor rating and flew probably 400 people off of Mount 7, I guess, over the years. And I really enjoyed that. And here I am launching another fellow off the steep side, the south side. He was pretty scared. Watch him put the brakes on here. He's not helping me at all. But that side falls away so steep that it was pretty darn easy to get off of there most times. Yeah, the old paragliding days, guys, back in the 90s and 2000s. Quite a bit of smoke in the valley there by the looks of it. But yeah, that old wing, she was a handful. They didn't come up easy, guys, like the wings nowadays. They were a bit of a chore, but you know, they were pretty safe too, all in all. So anyway, I loved paragliding a lot, and here's my ex-wife. Yeah, dragging her friend along, Shay. And oh my God, I should almost let you hear that, really, because it was quite.
Hello there. Oh, you gotta take your picture. Howdy, girl. Go to work,
Haha. Yeah, so anyways, these clowns. She hadn't done many tandems. We sent her off in good strong wind, as you can see. Hey, coming up next, guys, is another clip of some of the dinking around we used to do. And I know I hear lots of talk on the internet about being afraid of doing crazy stuff with their wings.
Nicely, but that's okay. This is a horseshoe. That's what that looks like. If you can hang on to it. It doesn't want to be there very badly. There it is. And that's a horseshoe.
So anyways, guys, yeah, we used to do all of our own maneuvers and learn things, and those were some horseshoes I was doing with my wings. And yeah, kind of crazy, man. We were pretty much self-taught, and we would try stuff, you know. We didn't know what we were doing, but the wings were pretty docile, even though they were pretty shitty back in the day. Here's on a trip I made down to the Oregon coast and did a little bit of flying down there off the side of a highway. That was pretty cool. But yeah, but back to the old wings and stuff. You know, the guys used to, or guys nowadays, they talk about taking frontals and stuff. And hell, we were pulling the center A's down and causing our wing to go into a horseshoe. And you would lean left to turn right and lean right to turn left when it was in the horseshoe configuration. And you didn't have too much forward speed, but you did have a little bit. and we were pulling huge asymmetric collapses over ground. I mean huge, like grab the risers on one side and yard on it and hope for the best. Well, not really, guys. We knew what we were doing more or less anyways, and we worked up slowly to it. The wing you see in the picture now, I even flew that wing from 2,000 feet to the ground with literally half a wing. So full weight shift to the left, right half of the wing being held in full collapse mode. Also, we wound up having a flying wedding, my wife and I at the time. So there's the tandem goes with the bridesmaid. There goes the ex-wife flying off. A whole bunch of people came from the next province over, and we had probably 30 pilots fly into our wedding, and it was on TV as well, on a show called Weird Weddings. There I go with my wedding finery, and there goes Gina with her wedding finery. Yep, and off to the field we go, and yeah, we wind up having a paragliding wedding down at the landing field. There was 200 people or so in the field, and all the pilots from BC that I knew in Alberta, they all came for the weekend and flew in. And we used a wing out here in the field as a changing room. A couple people held the wing up in the air. And yeah, so little look back on some of my history and getting into paragliding and how long ago it was and how much has changed. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed some of the hilarity of this video. And this little look back on the flying that was back in the day, guys. So sorry about the video quality, man. Cameras were the size of a Mack truck back in the day. Quality sucks. I didn't want to pay to have this rendered onto digital, so I just videoed it off my TV screen. But anyway, you guys, hopefully we're flying again soon and get back to business as usual. Take care, everyone.